blue jean baby, and little lady, seamstress for the band, pretty eye, pirate smile, you marry a music man, ballerina, you must have seen her dancing in the sand. Now she's in me, always with me, tiny dancer in my hand. Jesus freeze out in the street, handing tickets out for God, turning back, she just laughs. The boulevard is not that bad. Piano man, he makes a stand in his auditorium, looking on. She sings a song, the words she knows, the tune she hums. Oh, how it feels so real, lying here with no one near and only you. And you can hear me when I say softly, slowly, move me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway, and lay me down in sheets of linen. You had a busy day today. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway, and lay me down in sheets of linen. You had a busy day today. Baby, and that lady, seamstress for the band, pretty eye, pirate smile, marry a music man, ballerina, oh, you must have seen her. She was a dancing in the sand, and now she's in me, always with me, tiny dancer in my hand. Well, how it feels so real, lying here with no one near and only you. And you can hear me when I say softly, slowly, hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway, had a busy day today. Hold me closer, tiny dancer, and count the headlights on the highway, and lay me down in sheets of linen. You had a busy day today. Hey, hey, hey! Happy Sunday. How is everybody? Let's dive into these comments, see who's here, say hello to some folks. Our good friend Moritz from Graz, Austria is here. Our dedicated young scholar. Hi from Graz, Austria. I just finished to study for my exam, which is going to take place on Thursday. He has a correction comment down there. It's actually Tuesday. Therefore, I'm able to watch the show live and not just on replay. Can you please play Vienna by Billy Joel? Love that song. Thank you, Maura. It's always good to see you. And, of course, we'll get that one in for you today. Is it David Muller or David Mueller? I'm going to go with Muller, but it could be Mueller. Anyway. David Muller's here again from St. Louis. I have a hankering for summer Highland Falls and or stop in Nevada. Thank you for keeping the world entertained each Sunday. Well, bless you right back. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. I'll try to get one or both of them in for you. Good to see you. Our good friend Bill Hasty is in the house, and he says, hey, brother, how about some bad Leroy Brown? Yes, indeed. Can do. Hey, Bryce says, hey, Steve from Arlington, do you think you could play Stormfront by Billy Joel? There's a special request. I love that song. Yeah, definitely try to get that today. Chris joining us from New York. How you doing, man? What's up? Ruth Hooker, our resident unicorn enthusiast. First thing this lady said to me was, hey, Steve, I really enjoy your Sunday streams. I'm a personal trainer, among other things, but what I really want to do when I grow up is be a unicorn. I knew right then and there that we would have a special connection forever. Good to see you, Ruth. Love you, girl. She's got a couple of requests on tap as well that we'll get to today. Some Chicago and some Orleans. Al Smith is here, joining us from Hawaii. Good to have you with us, Al. Aloha and mahalo for being here. KJ, hey Steve, I have another silly one. Could you please play Down Under by Men at Work? If you don't know that one, Supreme by Robbie Williams. All right, we'll see what we can do for you, KJ. Appreciate it. Bat Aiden is here. He says, hey, Steve, could you do Will You Still Love Me by Chicago today? Oh, there's one I haven't seen or heard from for a while. I'll see what I can do for you. Might not do it well, but I'll give it a try. Curtis, can I play Lullaby? All right. We can do that one today. I will probably also follow it into River of Dreams because it's just great. Lee Scott. Phil Collins, True Colors, which is a Cyndi Lauper song. I'm going to put it in the pile for things to consider. I'm not super familiar with it, but I know how the chorus goes. So let's see what we can do for you, Lee. Jakob Mortensen is here from Denmark. Can I play Leningrad? All the best. All right. I'll see if I can get that one in for you. I appreciate it, Jakob. Good to see you. Jake Strapoli. Can you please play My Life by Billy Joel? Good tune. Robin watched my Sunday Jam video this morning. It says, nice harmonies on Teach Your Children. Well, thank you very much. Had a lot of fun putting that one together. I appreciate that, Robin. If you guys haven't seen it yet, if you're on Facebook, it's in my, if you're on Facebook, it's just go to my profile and it's shared there. And it's Teach Your Children by Crosby, Stills, and Nash. And for anyone who's not on Facebook, I'm pulling the link right now for my most recent Sunday Jam. I'm putting it in the chat. You can pull it up and save it for later to check out. But I hope everyone will watch and leave a comment and give it a like and all of that good stuff. All the things that help me do well in the algorithm. I'm putting this in Teach Your Children Sunday, hashtag Sunday Jam. And a link. This will only show up because I don't have the ability to make a comment that'll show up for the people on Facebook. But like I say, you can just go to my profile, and you'll see it. I have it shared there. But if you haven't seen it there, here's the YouTube link. Okay. Appreciate that, Robin. And please give this video that you're watching, this live stream, a thumb up as well. Like I say, helps my entire channel get more impressions. So I appreciate that. Bat Ayton would also love to hear I Don't Want to Be Alone by Billy Joel. I'll put it in the request pile. We're already starting to get more songs than I'm probably going to be able to get to in a day, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, I already got that one. Hey, Steve, this is from Aman. Hey, Steve, happy Sunday. Can you do Kokomo by the Beach Boys? There's one I haven't thought about in a long time from the Cocktail movie. I'll see what I can do with that, Aman. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. We got a notice, so I tuned you in. Sounds great. I aspire to play much better. Well, thanks, T. Appreciate that. Okay, now I'm not sure how to pronounce your name correctly. So I'm not even going to try because I will botch it something awful. And I respect you enough that I want to say your name correctly. But I hear you. Can I sing Elton John The One? Absolutely. I will put that in the pile. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Jen Steinwert, my cousin, my long-lost third cousin. Hey, Steve, you're entertaining us on our executive patio this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Well, thank you. Glad to know I'm getting that kind of reach, Jen. Good to hear from you. Rob Castelli, greetings from Brick, New Jersey, exit 89. Nice. All right, and here's our friend Mr. Sharbowitz, Mr. Pinball Wizard. Okay, I'll put that in as something to try to get to today as well. Silviu in Romania, good to have you with us. Valeyard from San Jose, can you play She's Got Away or Mustang Sally? I'll put those in the pile. Thank you very much. Nice. Looks like Brian Sharby says, was at the Long Island Hall or Rock of Fame today. Photographed some Billy stuff for you. Awesome, man. I can't wait to see it. That's great. Eugene Snyder, hi, Steve in Idaho. Just Give It Away, George Strait. That one I do not know, Eugene. I know some other George Strait songs, so I don't know whether you're wanting to hear George Strait or if it's that song in particular. Please clarify down for me, and I can play another George Strait song for you for sure. But that one I'm unfamiliar with. All right, Little Sam, always been really touched by Goodnight Saigon. All right. Thank you for joining us from Germany tonight. Hi, Mama. Good to see you. Okay, let's get started. We got a lot of good songs here. What did we come up with? I'm going to start with this Chicago one before I blow my voice out, because this is going to take about everything that I got, and then we'll carry on with some more of these. So this is going back to 1986, and the group had just lost Peter Cetera. And just a very quick history lesson on Chicago. They had two careers. They had their 70s career and they had their 80s career, and in between they had a real sort of black period where everything was going wrong. Their guitar player accidentally shot himself. He was drugged up and he had a gun that he pulled the clip out of, and the clip was empty, and he didn't realize that he had a bullet in the chamber of this handgun. And he was showing people, look, it's fine. Pulled the clip, fired, and see, there's nothing in there. The clip's empty. Put the clip back in, see, I could shoot myself in the head. Nothing's going to happen. And he died. And it was very tragic, and that happened in 77. And the group went into a funk. And after having a big string of success from 1970 all the way to there, and then they got dropped from their label, and then they got David Foster in 1982 to come produce them, and he and Peter Cetera started writing songs, and they bounced back to the top of the charts and had two incredibly popular and successful albums in Chicago 16 and Chicago 17, and then Peter Cetera left for a solo career, and this was the first hit single that came out with the new guy, Jason Scheff. Who's no longer with the group, but he was with them for about 30 years after that, and this hit number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and kept their recording career going for another about 5 years or so before they kind of dropped off the hit-making wagon. Take me as I am, put your heart in mine, stay with me forever. Darling, here I stand before you now. Deep inside I always knew there was you and me. Two hearts drawn together, bound by destiny. There was you, and you for me. Every road leads to your door, every step I take forevermore. To say you love me for the rest of your life. I got a lot of love and I don't want to let go. Will you still love me for the rest of my life? 'Cause I can't go on. No, I can't go on. I can't go on if I'm on my own. Take me as I am, put your hand in mine, stay with me forever. 'Cause I am just a man that never understood, never had a thing to prove. There was you and me. It all came clear so suddenly, how close to you that I wanna be. To say you love me for the rest of my life. I got a lot of love and I don't wanna let go. Will you still love me for the rest of my life? I can't go on. And no, I can't go on. I can't go on if I'm on my own. Do you believe the love that runs so strong? Do you believe a love could pass you by? There was no special one for me. I was the lonely one, you see. Now my heart lost all control. Now you're all that I know. Just say you love me for the rest of my life. Got a lot of love and I don't want to let you go. Will you still love me for the rest of my life? I can't go on. Sorry, so I told you to take everything I had. 'Cause I can't go on. No, I can't go on. I can't go on if I'm on my own. I can't go on. I know I can't go on. I can't go on. I can't go on without somebody I could call my own. Can't go on. No, I can't go on. I'll never be alone. Okay, well, lucky I remembered how to play that. I don't know if I've played that song for about 8 years. I apologize. Every once in a while I still run in. I've healed and recovered a lot, but I'm still kind of rehabbing this little chasm between my falsetto, my woo voice up here and my normal voice up here, and that little in-between range is still a little iffy. So every once in a while I have like a Peter Brady moment and I go, and I can't go on. It's getting better every day. Getting better every day. And you guys get a front row seat to the rehab because I have no shame and I'm perfectly willing to sound like a schmuck in front of you. Okay. So thank you very much, Bat Ayton. I appreciate that. Love that song. A fun challenge. Okay. Let's do this one now. Then we'll get to some more familiar music here. This one's going out to our friend Bryce Flourish. This is the title track off of the first album that Billy Joel put out that just really kind of grabbed me and said, you are going to be a big fan of this guy's. And then because I was a big fan of him, his music in general grabbed hold of me and said, you are going to be a musician. You're not just going to be a fan. So this is where it all started. This was the opening number off of the tour for that album as well, which means, sorry, my chair needs an adjustment, which means that it was the first song that I saw him play live. Not in person, but on the Disney Channel, because they put out Live at Yankee Stadium, which was from that tour. And the opening track was this, and I kind of fell in love with this song. It's called Stormfront. Safe everything is easy. Off to starboard, daylight comes up fast. Now I'm restless for the open water. Red flags are flying from the Coast Guard mast. Yeah. They told me to stay. I heard all the information. I motored away and stared straight ahead, though the weatherman said there's a storm front coming. White water running, the pressure is low. Storm front coming. Small crap warning on the radio. I've been sailing a long time on this ocean. A man gets lonesome all those years at sea. I've got a woman. My life should be easy. Most men hunger for the life I lead. Yeah. The morning was gray, but I had the motivation. I drifted away and ran into more heavy weather offshore. There's a storm front coming. The white water running, the pressure is low. Storm front coming, yeah. Woo! Small crap warning on the radio. We got a low pressure system and a northeast breeze. Got a falling barometer and rising seas. Got the cumulonimbus and a possible gale. Got a force 9 blowing on the Beaufort scale. I'm still restless for the open water, though she gives me about everything I need. Yeah! She asked me to stay, but I'd done my navigation. I drove her away, but I should have known to stay tied up at home. There's a storm front coming, yeah. White water running, pressure is low. Storm front coming, yeah. Small crap warning on the radio. Ow! Hey! No, there's a storm front coming. You know we got the white water running, yeah. Well, there's a storm front coming. Say we got the white water running, yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, storm front coming. Say we got the white water running, yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, storm front coming, yeah. Hey, mercy, mercy, yeah. Come on, storm front coming. A saving out of white water running, yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow! Running, running. All right, there you go, Bryce. Thank you. Appreciate the request. Love the excuse to play songs like that. Okay. Bill Hasty. Let's do this. Let's rock a little bit. This one is one of those Sunday jams that we put out 2 weeks ago. That was my first video that I made with my new friends. Well, they're not my new friends, but my new unofficial group, the YouTube Music Mafia, which is not really an official group, nor does it have official personnel. It's just a bunch of my talented friends that I said, every once in a while, you want to make a video with me? And several of them said, yeah, and some of them are going to work with me a lot, and some of them are going to work with me a little, and we're having a great time. This particular video was me and my friend Rob Creasel on the drums. I played keyboard, bass, and did the vocals and the piano, and then our good friend Chris Pinnock played the guitar part and rocked it out, and we had a really good time with it. That Rob Creasel, though, he's a hell of an audio engineer. That's the best part, is that he really wants to do a lot of this. So you'll see him almost every week on a Sunday jam with me, and then he takes all of the different tracks that we cut and puts together a really great master audio, which is a huge burden off my shoulders because I suck at that kind of work. And anyway, we had a really good time. So check those out. Make sure you go to my YouTube channel and check out those Sunday jams. Every Sunday we put out a new one. Well, the south side of Chicago is the baddest part of town. And when you go down there, you better just beware of a man named Leroy Brown. Well, Leroy's more than trouble, and he stands about 6'4". All them downtown ladies call him treetop lover, and the men just call him sir. Well, he's bad, Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. Badder than old King Kong, and meaner than a junkyard dog. Well, Leroy, he is a gambler, and he likes his fancy clothes, and he likes to wear his diamond rings in front of everybody's nose. He's got a custom Continental, he's got an Eldorado too, got a 32 gun in his pocket for fun, and a razor in his shoe. Well, he's bad Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. Badder than old King Kong, and meaner than a junkyard dog. All right. Friday night about a week ago, well, Leroy was shooting dice. Down the edge of the bar sat a woman named Doris, and ooh, that girl looked nice. Well, he cast his eyes upon her, then the trouble soon began. When Leroy learned a little less about messing with the wife of a jealous man. Oh yeah, 'cause he's a bad Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. Badder than old King Kong, a junkyard dog. The two men took the fight, and they pulled him from the floor. And Leroy looked like a jigsaw puzzle with a couple of pieces gone. He's bad, bad, Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. Badder than old King Kong, and meaner than a junkyard dog. Well, he's bad, bad, Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. Badder than old King Kong, and meaner than a junkyard dog. Tell you he's better than old King Kong, and meaner than a junkyard dog. Alrighty, alrighty. Alrighty, almighty. You guys have left me a lot of good requests to take a look at here. Trying to mix them up just a little bit so it's not just all Billy Joel the whole way, because there's a lot of those. Looks like I should do a Billy Joel song, and then that way I can dilute them and kind of play a Billy Joel and something else, and Billy Joel and something else. Okay. So let us do something. We'll do this one for Moritz. Love this one. This is for a city that's about an hour's drive away or so from where Moritz lives. Vienna. One of the coolest places I've ever visited. The home of classical music. Gorgeous architecture, and just a really cool vibe in that city. Like a lot of cultures go and kind of commingle, and it's just, that is a cool place. And I was there in 2019 because I was on my way to where Moritz lives, Graz, to see Elton John, which was an amazing experience. So here you go, Moritz. Love you, buddy. Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile, but then if you're so smart, tell me, why are you still so afraid? Where's the fire? What you hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. You got so much to do and only so many hours in a day. Hey, but you know that when the truth is told, you can get what you want or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you want to be before your time, although it's so romantic on the borderline tonight. It's too bad, but it's the life you lead. You're so ahead of yourself, you forgot what you need. Though you can see when you're wrong, or you can't always see when you're right. You're right. You got your passion, you got your pride, but don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Dream on, but don't imagine they'll all come true. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you crazy child. Take the phone off the hook, disappear for a while. It's alright, you can afford to lose a day or two. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? But you know that when the truth is told, that you'll get what you want, or you could just get old. You're gonna kick off, don't even get halfway through. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? Why don't you realize Vienna waits for you? Ha. I like to make sure there's at least one obvious mistake on every song so that you know I'm never lip syncing. Okay. Thanks, Moritz. Okay, what do we have here? This could be kind of fun. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This one came in from our friend Ruth Hooker in a private message before the show. This is by a group called Orleans, who had like 3 or 4 songs that were pretty cool. Probably had good album cuts too. I don't know. I've never gone and listened to their deep catalog, but they had a couple of pretty awesome hits. And this is sort of their signature song, and it's very peppy, uplifting kind of number. So let's see if you've heard this one before. Let me do it down here. We've been together since way back when. And sometimes I never want to see you again. But I want you to know, after all these years, you're still the one that I want whispering in my ear. Still the one I want to talk to in bed. Still the one that turns my head. We're still having fun. You're still the one. I looked at your face every day, but I never saw it till I went away. Winter came, I just wanted to go deep in the desert. I long for the snow. You're still the one that makes me laugh. Still the one that's my better half. We're still having fun, and you're still the one. You're still the one that makes me strong. Still the one I want to take along. We're still having fun, and you're still the one. Changing our love is going gone. Even though we grow, it grows now. Oh, it's still the one I love to touch, still the one I can't get enough. But we're still having fun, you're still the one. Still the one who can scratch my itch, still the one, and I wouldn't switch. We're still having fun, and you're still the one. You are still the one that makes me shout, still the one that I dream about. We're still having fun, you're still the one. You are still the one, still the one. Whoa, 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 we're still having fun, we're still the one. Thanks, Ruth. Love that song. Okay, let's see here. So we're going to go back to 1976 here for our friend David Muller. This is off of... It's off an album called Turnstiles. It's a really important album for Billy because the first couple records that he made with Columbia, he used session musicians even though he had a road band put together. And he kind of felt like, you know, whatever we're doing on stage is really connecting. We're building a pretty loyal following out there in the club circuit. And they're excited by what we're doing. But the recorded work is not capturing the energy, the vibe that we've got going in our stage show. And so he actually produced this album by himself, which I think he would tell you he was not qualified to do, but it was because he wanted to work with his own band. And they didn't really produce any hit singles off of this. There one or two kind of became hits either for somebody else or later, like a live version of one of them went off. But at the time, this album went largely unnoticed commercially, but it was the foundation for what his recording strategy would be. And the next album after this went bananas and is widely considered to be his magnum opus, which was called The Stranger. But I actually think this is a cooler collection of songs on Turnstiles. And one of them is this beautiful track called Summer Highland Falls. They say that these are not the best of times, but they're the only times I've ever known. And I believe there is a time for meditation in cathedrals of our own. And I've seen that sad surrender in my lover's eyes, and I can only stand upon and sympathize. For we are always what our situations hand us. It's either sadness or euphoria. Some will argue and will compromise and realize that nothing's ever changed. For all our mutual experience, our separate conclusions are the same. Now we are forced to recognize our inhumanity. A reason coexists with our insanity. When we choose between reality and madness, it's either sadness or euphoria. we dissipate our energies. Perhaps we don't fulfill each other's fantasies, and we stand upon the ledges of our lives with our respective similarities. It's either sadness or euphoria. Whoa. All right. Thank you very much, David Miller. And I will keep this up in case I have time to do a stop in Nevada later. Okay, Men at Work. I don't know if I've tried to do this solo piano or not. I might have, I don't know. I love this song. I thought this was, like, I remember this was one of my favorite songs when I was like just a wee little lad, when it first came out on, I believe the album was called Dr. Heckle and Mr. Jive. Traveling in a fried-out Combi on a hippie trail it full of zombie. I met a strange lady, she made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast and said, do you come from a land down under, where women glow and men plunder? Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Buying bread from a man in Brussels. He was 6'4", full of muscle. I said, do you speak my language? He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. He said, I come from the land down under, where bitters flow and minch under. Can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Yeah. Lying in a denim Bombay with a slack jaw and not much to say. said to the man, are you trying to tempt me? Because I come from a land of plenty. And he said, do you come from a land down under? Women glow and men plunder. Can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Living in a land down under. Women glow and men plunder. Hey, can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Living in a land down under. Women blow and men shunder. Can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. All right. Woo, made it. My arms are still attached. We're going to call that a success. All right. Okay, now we're going to try something else from the 80s. I think this is about the same time, same year-ish as the Chicago song that I played earlier. This was on the record, the soundtrack for the movie Cocktail with Tom Cruise and Elizabeth Shue. And this led to quite a little resurgence for the Beach Boys. It was a #1 hit, which is the first time they hit the #1 on the chart since Good Vibrations in the late 60s, which was, I think, 66. And but this has the interesting distinction of not being Brian Wilson did not perform on this song, and Brian Wilson did not produce this song. So this was a big, I think Mike Love who's kind of the other lead singer with the nasally voice. I think he takes a lot of pride in this because they did this one without Brian. Aruba. And I'm not 100% sure I'll do this well. I don't think I've ever tried this one before, but I'm certainly familiar with it. I had the Cocktail soundtrack, and I think I burned it out. Like, I got to the point where I think I actually, the tape in my cassette snapped because I had worn it so thin. Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you. Bermuda, Bahama, come on pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Jamaica, off the Florida Keys. Wait, this is probably too low of a key. Hang on, let's try this again. Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take ya. Bermuda, Bahama, come on pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Jamaica, off the Florida Keys. There's a place called Kokomo. That's where you wanna go to get away from it all. Bodies in the sand, tropical drink melting in your hand. We'll be falling in love to the rhythm of a steel drum band. Down in cold Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama, come on pretty mama. Key Largo, Kokomo. Martin, that Montserrat mistake. We'll put out to sea, and we'll perfect our chemistry. By and by we'll defy a little bit of gravity. Cocktail afternoon delight, cocktails and moonlit nights, that dreamy look in your eye, give me a tropical contact high. Down in cold Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, mama, come on pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, ooh, I wanna take you down to Kokomo. We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go, way down in Kokomo. Oh, Prince, I wanna catch a glimpse. Everybody knows a little place like Kokomo. Now if you wanna go and get away from the dog, go down to Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, mama, come on pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, babe, I wanna take you to the Kokomo. We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go, way down to Kokomo, Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, mama, come on pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, ooh, I wanna take you down to Kokomo. We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go, way down to Kokomo. Well, that was fun. Thank you very much. Sending that out to Aman. All right. Appreciate the request. Okay, I'm going to take a break from requests here and just say hi to some more people, see what else is in the comments here. Probably a good time for me to remind everybody that if you thoroughly enjoy this sort of thing, you can support my work by leaving me a digital tip. Down in the video descriptions there, I've got a PayPal link and a Venmo link. And any amount is meaningful, and I appreciate it. It's not required, but it does help keep the lights on and power new content like the Sunday Jams and these live streams and all of those things. So please take a look, and anytime you're watching any of my videos, if you haven't already, I'd sure appreciate it if you'd give them a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed and all that good stuff. Leave a comment, even if it's just to say, hey man, you really suck. I don't really care. I can handle it. But the comments help boost my impression rate in the algorithm. So anyway, please, I appreciate your participation in that way. Okay, let's see what else has been going on here. All right, Jake Strapoli, you make a rainy day feel like a sunny day. Well, thank you very much. Unless that's the title of a song you're requesting that I'm unfamiliar with, but if it's just a compliment, thank you, Jake, I appreciate it. This is my favorite time of the week. Oleg, hello, good to have you with us. Piano matron Nini. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Nini. Thanks for being here. Kevin Ford coming at us from northern England, northeast England. Thank you. Appreciate you being here, Kevin. Great to have you. Chris Herb. Awesome stuff. Big fan of your piano lessons. And my 5-year-old daughter, Caitlin, is a big fan. Well, hi. Hi, Caitlin. Thank you. Always happy to know that I've got fans that are going to be around for a while. Thank you. Hi, Nancy, coming at us right here in Nebraska. Great to have you. Rudy Kirkhoven, how are you? Good to have you with us. All right, Curtis says you should play one of my original songs, like One Laugh and One Look. That's a good song. All right, I'll put that in the request pile. Thank you. Glad to know someone's been listening. Can I play something by ABBA? This is from EDU GSA. Yeah, let me put it in the, don't know if I'll have time to get to it or not, but I'll put it in the stack just in case. Did I watch the Elvis movie? Yes, I did, and I really enjoyed it. It certainly got some, historical inaccuracies, but I thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun show, and that the performances were very good. Thanks, Bill. Maddie, been a while, but always it's great to be here. Anything from Springsteen? If not, how about Moving Out? Late night. Greetings from Finland. Thank you, Maddie. All right, I'll put that in the pile. I appreciate that. Lucio, joining us from Italy. Great to have you with us. Thank you. I'm not sure if this, can I do, let me see here. Sorry. Ale says, can you do Lady Madonna? That's a good one. I'll see if I can get that squeezed in before the end of the show. Thank you. Good to have you with us. Thanks for the request. I'd like to request Club at the End of the Street or Healing Hands. Mr. Blue Ice Cream here is a fan of the Sleeping with the Past album by Elton John. All right. Fantastic. You called it, Mo. And you can thank Ruth Hooker for that one. Levi, good afternoon, Steve. Can you play Thunder Road? I just am not familiar enough with the song to even try it. It's something I know I keep having people ask me for that one, so I'm sorry. I promise one of these days I will actually sit down and familiarize myself with it enough that I could play it, okay? But today's not that day. Sorry, Levi. Susie, joining us from Florida. Good to have you with us. Kevin, sounding great as always, Steve. Do you know You're So Vain by Carly Simon? Kind of. Probably fake my way through that. Don't know if I've got time to get it in today or not, Kevin, but I'm putting it in the pile just in case. Yeah, the Vegemite sandwich. I love that line. So Australian. All right, Luke is here from Glasgow, Scotland. Good to have you with us. Thanks, Jake. I love doing them. Okay, back to requests. All right, let's have a little fun here. We're going to do an Elton John song, and it's a peppy one. This is one of my favorites. This is off the 1989 album Club at the End of the Street, and it's got a really fun animated music video for it. So if you're not familiar with this song, you should definitely look it up on YouTube and watch this cool video they made for it back in the day. All right. This is going out to our friend Mr. Blue Ice Cream. When the shades are drawn and the light of the moon is banned, and the stars up above walk the heavens hand in hand, there's a shady place at the end of the working day where young lovers go and this hot little trio plays. That's where we meet. That's where we meet. Me and you rendezvous in the club at the end of the street. Ooh, where we meet. Oh, where we meet. Me and you rendezvous in the club at the end of the street, yeah. From the alleyways where the catwalks gently sway, you hear the sound of Otis and the voice of Marvin Gaye. In the smoky room, there's a jukebox plays all night, and we can dance real close beneath the pulse of a neon light. Yeah. Well, that's where we meet. That's where we meet. Me and you rendezvous in the club at the end of the street. Oh, where we meet. Where we meet. Me and you rendezvous in the club at the end of the street. There's a down smell of cooking from the flame on an open grill. There's a sax and a big bass pumping. Lord have mercy, you can't sit still. In the club at the end of the street, that's where we meet. That's where we meet. Me and you rendezvous in the club at the end of the street. Oh, oh yeah. Where we meet in the club at the end of the street. Where we meet, the club at the end of the street. All right, thank you. And here's another request that came along. Got a call from an old friend, we used to be real close. Said he couldn't go on the American way. Closed the shop, sold the house, bought a ticket to the West Coast. Now he gives them a stand-up routine in L.A. Ooh. I don't need you to worry for me, 'cause I'm alright, yeah. I don't want you to tell me it's time to come home. I don't care what you say anymore, this is my life. Go ahead with your own life, leave me alone. I never said you had to offer me a second chance. I never said I was a victim of circumstance. I still belong. Don't get me wrong. But you can speak your mind, but not on my time. They will tell you you can't sleep alone in a strange place. Then they tell you you can't sleep with somebody else. Well, but sooner or later you sleep in your own space. Either way, it's okay, you wake up with yourself. Ooh. I don't need you to worry for me, 'cause I'm alright, yeah. I don't want you to tell me it's time to come home. I don't care what you say anymore, this is my life. Go ahead with your own life, leave me alone. I never said you had to offer me a second chance. I never said I was a victim of a circumstance. I still belong. Well, don't get me wrong. Well, you can speak your mind, but not on my time. I don't care what you say anymore, this is my life. Go ahead with your own life, leave me alone. Keep it to yourself, it's my life, this is my life. Keep it to yourself, it's my life, and this is my life. Get out of my face. Okay, let's see. What else do we got? Okay, we'll do some Steve Lungrin music here, but I need to pull up the lyrics because I can tell you right now, folks, I do not know the words to my own songs. I just don't have the reps. don't have the reps in at this moment in time to have them memorized. So this song, let's see, this song dates back to 2018. I went to see a friend of mine in Estes Park, Colorado. And anyway, I went to see a friend of mine in Estes Park, Colorado, and while we were there, we went to have lunch at this little cafe thing called You Need Pie. And it was sort of colloquially known in Estes Park as the pie shop. And anyway, the girl that came and took our order was this girl that became a friend of mine from Russia, who was there on a work release, and gorgeous, but also just a really, really nice girl. Her name's Maria. And anyway, we hit it off immediately and kind of, we were both sarcastic as hell, and so we had a good time taking jabs at each other. And anyway, after I left, I asked her, I said, so when do you go back to Russia? And she was like, oh, I have to go back in August or whatever. And then we kept in touch. We exchanged social media stuff and have kind of kept in touch ever since. She's actually back in America now. It's kind of her dream to live here. But anyway, it got me thinking, like, this could be kind of like a good foundation. Like, I could write a movie about this. Like, it could be a romantic comedy or whatever. And I just got this story idea for you meet somebody in a situation like that who's from overseas, and then they have to go back, and then you basically have to have your courtship over chat and social media chat. And then eventually they finally are able to come back and you can be together and you get your happy ending. But the meet cute, as they call it in the romantic comedy industry, was she's the waitress at a pie shop. So anyway, you're just always looking for something to write a song about, I gotta tell you. And this ended up being one. And we shot a cool music video for this when I was in Europe in 2019 with a couple of friends of mine who were very talented videographers. And it's on YouTube, so if you haven't seen it, you ought to check it out. And it's on my 2022 EP, which is called Expansion. And that's on all the streaming services. Anyway, one laugh and one look. Still don't know why I went to that pie shop. It's more my style to go to an IHOP, but I had the urge, and it couldn't be denied. And I wasn't looking for love again, and most I was out for one-night stands. I couldn't face the thought of even more tears cried. But you walked out from that back corner and came my way to take my order. When you looked at me, I was whole again. All it took was one laugh and one look from you, and my heart was back in business. All you did was smile, and I was hooked on you. Just like a kid at Christmas, it wasn't that much, just my whole world you shook with one laugh and one love. Well, you smiled and giggled with me so sweetly, and I was afraid I might lose you completely. But when you said to me, you're going home across the ocean, But I knew that I'd met someone special, and I knew that I'd feel so regretful if I never met you again. That's when I got the notion to ask if we could keep in touch. When you said you liked that very much, it filled my heart with joy, and I knew we'd find a way. And all it took was one laugh and one look from you, and my heart was back in business. All you did was smile, and I was hooked on you. But just like a kid at Christmas, it wasn't that much, just my whole world you shook, with one laugh and one look. Took a couple of years of Instagramming, talking to each other by Facebook, chatting, before we had the chance to hold each other close. And it was hard, but it was worth the wait. Was falling more in love with you every day. And now that you're here, I'll never let you go. All it took was one laugh and one look from you, and my heart was back in business. All you did was smile, and I was hooked on you. But just like a kid at Christmas, it wasn't that much, just my whole world you shook. I can't believe how quickly I got hooked. It might sound crazy, but I swear that all it took was one laugh and one look. That's all it took to get me hooked. One laugh, one look ahead. Might sound crazy, but I swear that all it took was one laugh and one look. All right, thank you very much. I appreciate that request. That was courtesy of Curtis. Thank you very much. Please check out all of my original music on Spotify and Amazon Music and YouTube Music and Apple Music and pretty much anywhere where music is streamed. Just look up my name, not very hard. I think I have three albums posted in there. I'm working on a fourth right now, so always trying to create new stuff. All right, let's get some Beatles in here for Ale. Lady Madonna, children at your feet. Wonder how you manage to make ends meet. Who finds the money when you pay the rents? Did you think that money was heaven sent? Friday night arrives without a suitcase. Sunday morning's creeping like a nun. Monday's trying to learn to tie his bootlace. See how they run. Lady Madonna, baby at your breast. Wonder how you manage to feed the race. See how they run. Lady Madonna lying on the bed. Listen to the music playing in your head. Tuesday afternoon is never ending. Wednesday morning papers didn't come. Thursday night your stockings needed mending. See how they run. That's right. Lady Madonna, children at your feet. Wonder how you manage to make ends meet. All right. Okay, let's see. What else is in here? Oh, I owe this one out. This is for Lil Sam joining us from Germany. I meant to play this on Memorial Day here in America. I had so many requests that day that I forgot to get this one put in, so I feel bad. So I'm going to do this not just for Lil Sam, but also for our fallen veterans who gave their last full measure of devotion in battle, which is what I meant to do on Memorial Day. We met as soulmates on Paris Island. We left as inmates from an asylum. And we were sharp as knives. And we were so gung-ho to lay down our lives. We came in spastic like tameless horses. We left in plastic like numbered corpses. And we learned fast to travel light. Our arms were heavy, but our bellies were tight. We had no home front, we had no soft soap. They sent us Playboy, they gave us Pop and prayed to Jesus Christ with all of our might. We had no cameras to shoot the landscape. We passed the hash pipe and played our Doors tapes. And it was dark, so dark at night, 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 night. We held on to each other like brother to brother. We promised our mothers we'd rise, and we would all go down together. We said we'd all go down together. Yes, we would all go down together. We have remember Charlie, remember Baker. They left their childhood on every acre and knew was wrong and knew was right, 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 right. Didn't matter in the thick of the fight. We held the day in the palm of our hands. They ruled the nights, and the nights seemed to last as long as 6 weeks on Paris Island. They left the coastlines, they held the highlands, and they were sharp as knives, 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 knives. Heard the hum of our motors, they counted the rotors and waited for us to arrive. And we would all go down together. We said we'd all go down together. Yes, we would all go down together. All right. I need to check something here. Okay, good. That's next week. For a minute, I thought, God, is it Father's Day? I always think Father's Day is a week earlier than it actually is. All right, this one's for, again, I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I won't dishonor you by saying it wrong. But I love this song, and this is for you, sir. saw you dancing at the ocean and running fast along the sand. A spirit born of earth and water, fire flying from your hands. In the instant that you love someone, in the second that the hammer heats, reality runs up your spine, and the pieces finally fit. And all I ever needed was the one, like freedom fields where wild horses run. When stars collide, like you and I, no shadows block the sun. You're all I ever needed. Well, baby, on the wall. There are caravans we follow, drunken nights and dark hotels, when chances breathe between the silence, where sex and love no longer jail. Whoa, for each man in his time is Cain, until he walks along the beach and sees his future in the water, a long lost heart within his reach. And all I ever needed was the one, like freedom fields where wild horses run. When stars collide, like you and I, no shadows block the sun. You're all I ever needed. Ooh, baby, on the wall. And all I ever needed was the one, like freedom fields where wild horses run. When stars collide, like you and I, no shadows block the sun. Oh, oh, you're all I ever needed. Ooh, baby, on the wall. All I ever needed was the one, like freedom fields where wild horses run. When stars collide, like you and I, no shadows block the sun. Oh, oh, you're all I ever needed. Ooh, baby, on the wall. Okay, guys. We're getting kind of close to the end here, but I'm going to go like 5 minutes late today, okay? Because I have 3 songs that I want to do before we get out of here. I want to do this one for Jakob, and also I want to send this out to all the people in Russia who are under Vladimir Putin's thumb right now, who do not approve of what he's doing in Ukraine and would gladly escape if there were an easy way to do it. Our beef is not with them. So I want to send this out. This is a Billy Joel song that's always meant a lot to me. Changed my view of the entire world when I was 15 years old, and I've never looked back. It made me eager to be friends with people from all around the world, particularly people who grew up in cultures and governments and things that were very different from mine. Aha. Except after I give that speech, then I screw it up, so let me try that again. I haven't done this one in a while. Victor was born in the spring of 44 and never saw his father anymore. A child of sacrifice, a child of war, another son who never had a father after Leningrad. Went off to school and learned to serve the states, follow the rules, and drank his vodka straights. The only way to live was drown the hates. A Russian life was very sad, and such was life in Leningrad. And I was born in 49, a Cold War kid in McCarthy time. Stop them at the 38th parallel, blast those yellow reds to hell. The Cold War kids were hard to kill, under their desk in an air raid drill. Haven't they heard we won the war? What do they keep on fighting for? Victor was sent to some Red Army town, served out his time, became a circus clown. The greatest happiness he'd ever found was making Russian children glad. The children lived in Leningrad. The children lived in Levittown. They hid in the shelters underground till the Soviets turned their ships around and tore those Cuban missiles down. And in that bright October sun, we knew our childhood days were done. I watched my friends go off to war. What do they keep on fighting for? And so my child and I came to this place to meet him eye to eye, and face to face he made my daughter laugh. Then we embraced. We never knew what friends we had until we came to Leningrad. right. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate the request, Jakob. And we're going to close tonight with these two songs that were written together and are, to me, almost, it's pretty difficult to do either one without playing the other. Good night, my angel, time to close your eyes and save these questions for another day. I think I know what you've been asking me. I think you know what I've been trying to say. I promised I would never leave you, and you should always know, no matter where you are, no matter where you go, I never will be far away. Good night, my angel, now it's time to dream. Though there's many things I want to say, remember all the songs you sang to me when we went sailing on an emerald bay. And like a boat out on the ocean, I'm rocking you to sleep. The water's dark and deep inside this ancient heart. You'll always be a part of me. Good night, my angel, now it's time to dream. Dream how wonderful your life will be. Someday your child may cry, and if you sing this lullaby, that in your heart there will always be a part of me. Someday we'll all be gone, but lullabies go on and on. They never die, that's how you and I will be. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep, from the mountain fair to the river so deep. I've been searching for something sacred or lost, but the river is wide and it's too hard to cross. Even though I know the river is wide, I walk down every evening and I stand on the shore, Try to cross to the opposite side so I can finally find what I've been looking for. Middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep through the valley of fear to the river so deep. I've been searching for something taken out of my soul, something I never lose, something somebody stole. Don't know where I go walking at night, but I'm tired and I don't want to walk anymore. Hoping not to take the rest of my life till I can finally find what I've been looking for. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep through the jungle of doubt to the river so deep. I've been searching for something so undefined that it can only be seen by the eyes of the blind in the middle of the night. God knows I ain't never been a spiritual man. Baptized by the fire, I waded through the river that is running through the promised land. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep through the javelin of truth to a river so deep. We all end in the ocean, we all start in the street. We're all carried along by the river of dreams in the middle of the night. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, blew it out. Woo! It's not so deep. Gloria, it's not so deep. All right, that's got to be it for the night. Thanks, guys. Wow, this was a fun show today. Lots of great requests. You guys kept me busy. Gave me a chance to challenge myself, do some stuff I wasn't used to or that I hadn't done in a long time or maybe ever before. It's everything that I enjoy about a live stream. So thanks, everybody. I will be back here next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. Remember, if you're a musician, if you're not having fun when you're making music, you're doing it wrong. I'm sorry if I didn't get to your requests tonight. There were just more than I could get to in one day. But keep hammering at me, and I'll do my best to honor everything that, all in good time. Remember, give as much love as you can to as many people as you can, as often as you can. We don't know when this ride comes to an end, my friends, so don't have any regrets. Leave it all on the field, all right? I love you, and I'll see you next week. And remember, go check out my Sunday jams. Okay, bye-bye.